Then it'll have to happen. You know it, yeah.
I can't wait on chat forever. One of you guys got to go in and blow up your faces on Minecraft.
Yeah, we do need to sort this out. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, yeah, well, I'll be up for it. I'd be up for joining in some sort of Minecraft session. I'm keen. We need to set it up.
Yeah, same. But we need to get Adrian there as well, to be honest.
Just have him completely confused.
He's very Minecraft curious.
Ah, 2 seconds. Oh, hello.
Well, hello there.
Yo, what happened to the beard?
I've shaved it off. It was long overdue. It was getting ridiculous.
Jesus.
And I need a massive haircut as well.
What have you done with Martin? Whoa.
I'm gonna dye my hair. Oh, there he is. Hello.
Hey.
Oh, 1 second.
What?
Hello.
What's the word in English? Hello.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Drinking whiskey.
Oh,
it's fine, you know. It's fine. I've got a lot of whiskey. No, but I have to go. I just wanted to say hi.
Yeah.
That's all right.
No,
thanks for stopping by. Have fun.
See ya.
Good luck.
Thank you.
The CEO is close.
That's
brilliant.
So basically, AMAs can't happen without Gary on. How rude of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good for him to drop by. But yeah, what's it? How many people we've got? Should we give it a little bit longer, or?
We've got 10 people now. I'm not sure how many we had before Adrian ended the chat.
As I say, it's a bit of a casual one today. We've got a couple of AMAs lined up next week. One being hosted by a influencer on the Monday, as I was saying, and then another one on the Friday where we should all be here. But yeah, so today is just basically to give you a little bit of a progress report and check in with everyone. And if you have any questions, then yeah, absolutely, we'll do our best to answer them. But yeah, I mean, just to jump in quickly, I think we've obviously had our announcement today saying that we've got a exchange listing plan put in place. L Bank, who we've already been in communication with, we've got listing for them for once we reach 10 million market cap, BKEC 15 million market cap, and then Bitmark 25 million market cap. So that's the sort of that's the roadmap for that. Obviously, when regarding our funds, we've talked about this in the past. At the moment, we're very much development oriented, but yeah, absolutely, we have funds set aside as well for marketing. We've got some of the internal team have put together a bit of a marketing plan this week where we're looking at press releases and we're looking at multiple advertising campaigns that are sort of in the works. And then also and then also progressing forward with the multiple sort of social media videos via TikTok and YouTube and all sorts of other places and other influencers we've been talking to. And then also a lot of what's been going on this week that's taken up the bulk of it really is looking into internal management of the centralized exchange and looking up exactly how we're going to. It's more internal issues, so I won't bore you with the details, but it's basically regarding how we're going to manage as a limited company and the best place to be set up. And actually, we've been in contact with Tech Alchemy, and will be in further contact with them because they've been an absolute wealth of knowledge in that regard, because they've dealt with so many different crypto projects that have been in a very similar position to us. So they've given us some great insight into which partners we should look to and which accounting firms we're going to reach out to and various other things. They've been excellent. But yeah, that's all very much internal. It's not necessarily the most interesting project related detail. But yes, as I say, we've released that roadmap for exchange listings. And yeah, that's pretty much it over the week. Unless Johan can think of anything else.
Well, basically, Martin summarized it really well. Tech Alchemy are currently allocating and briefing the coders, the developers who are going to be working on the platform,
That's right,
on everything about the project and the platform and the requirements and what we wanted to do. Going through the documents, and they're setting up the team. So I think by the start of June, I think they said, Martin, the team is going to be assembled and ready to start working.
Yeah, currently at the minute, I missed that out. Currently at the minute, we're working with them and looking at who's working on what in terms of front end and back end development. And how much of that is allocated, how much developers are working on certain phases of the project. That's something we'll be able to update with you guys once it's in place. As Johan was saying, at the minute it's setting everything up and getting all that ready. Some of the developers and coders they've got, they're pulling from some serious projects. So it's going to be really interesting once we start talking with them in regards to progress. And as they have been before, they're happy to pop up on future AMAs and talk about progression and the direction of their project and give little demos and things. But essentially, after this first phase is completed, and that's where the majority of the funding is going at the minute into that first stage of development. We fast tracked it, but not to the point where we're sacrificing quality over speed. So, but we fast tracked development to and allocated the correct amount of developers to do so. But once that first phase is completed, we should have a alpha build that the community can then interact and give feedback on, and even people who aren't familiar with the project, their insight is also valued. Is it accessible? Is it simple? Is it sleek? Do they like the design? And so yeah, absolutely. These are the sort of steps that we've got coming up and looking forward to. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And then obviously, as I say, it's a bit of a progress report and a bit of catch up this week. Bigger AMA coming next week, Monday. But if anyone has any questions and anyone wants to jump in with any questions they have about the website or design related questions or anything regarding the project or not regarding the project, then jump in. Don't be afraid.
There is a question I have, and then there's a question that got brought up on the channel. But while I do that, let me ask my question. What sort of, I guess, factor made you guys finalize that decision where you're going with a market cap goal this time?
Yeah.
What sort of was the influence on that decision?
I think it's basically to do with how we allocate funds, and those figures that we've worked out there are where we can continue to pay for development, but also invest, some of the funding towards these exchange listings. It's something we could quite easily do now and do that, but then we'd have to sacrifice, the amount of developers we're putting onto the project currently in the first phase. And as we've spoken about before, we want development, and have always felt like development, especially in this early stage of the project, a centralized exchange being built from the ground up. That's quite a big deal. So I think it's important that those funds are allocated in the correct place. But yeah, absolutely, the fact that we've set out this price plan and this exchange roadmap for these sums, that is something we've put our heads together and worked out, and realised that once we've reached that point with the correct volume and the correct fund set aside, then that will easily pay for what we need in terms of adding liquidity and paying the centralised exchange themselves.
All right. Well, let me go ahead and pass this to you. I'm sort of juggling delivering a hospital bed at the moment while asking the question, so I apologize.
Oh, no worries, Jitties. Thank you. That's appreciated.
Is there an option to non-KYC account to use the platform, maybe limiting the feature, etc.?
The issue with letting non-KYC accounts use the platform, like maybe as much as making an account, sure, but depositing crypto or trading crypto, that's not really going to be an option because of all the regulations and preventing fraud basically on the platform. It's really important that we know each one of the customers and we're able to track them. That's the whole point of us going with centralizations, with the centralized exchange as opposed to decentralized, because that way we're going to be able to truly secure the platform and not allow anything sketchy to be going on.
Oh, okay. So it is something you're definitely figuring out, looking into, but at the same time, you're emphasizing security. That is something you definitely want to encourage with the new accounts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a crucial part of security, and as Johan was saying, yeah, absolutely, it's future-proofing the project and ensuring that we don't run into any legal troubles down the road. I think it's imperative to secure Kounotori and the centralized exchange and give a safe and secure place for people to put their money into, and that KYC process is just part of the standard procedure, and I think it's going to be a absolute necessary in the future for centralized exchanges to have that implemented in all of them going forward. If things continue on the current trajectory in terms of regulations, then yeah, it's just basically us staying ahead of the curve. We've had multiple conversations with Tech Alchemy about it, and they are 100% in agreement as well. So.
Okay, I'll go ahead and I'm gonna step out for a minute to deliver something real quick.
Absolutely, just is not a problem.
Before I leave, I'll ask this next question. Will Tech Alchemy be handling the data center side of things in servers, security, etc., or will that have to be fed through a third party?
As far as I'm, sorry, you go, Johan.
As far as the servers, that's going to be almost certainly hosted by a third-party platform. Most likely multiple third parties. Obviously, very reputable parties and secure ones. Depending on where the majority of our traffic is coming from, we're going to locate the servers appropriately in order to ensure smooth user experience.
Yeah. So if anyone has any questions, then feel free to jump on VC. I'm just going to have a quick scan of the comments as well. Oh yeah, that was the one Jake just answered. Asked rather.
Now that Adrian is no longer on the market and not a bachelor, who's taking the mantle of most eligible?
What was that? Sorry, Jake.
Which one of you is the most eligible bachelor now? Adrian's no longer on the market, so it's either going to be you or Johan there.
Oh, I'm spoken for currently. But I mean, Johan's available. I've just seen. It's Uncle Jerry. Hello.
Wait, where?
On Telegram, yeah.
I can see him.
I got a question.
Yep, sure.
What did y'all get Adrian for his wedding gift? I hope you got him something. Oh no!
I mean, I bought him beers. I bought him several beers. Oh, I know what I got him for his wedding. I got him vodka. We bought several vodkas.
Did Johan drink them?
He did. He did get involved in the drinking.
Oh God!
You should buy him a big old stork. Make the parrots jealous.
I mean, one of the things I'd love to do, because I'm into my woodwork and things, I'd love to actually, CNC cut a Kounotori logo out of oak and stain it and send it to people. I'd absolutely love to do that. Definitely something awesome. I'm going to have to do once we reach a certain milestone or something.
That needed to go on the graphic today because I want one of those too.
Absolutely. I'm keen. But yeah, as I said, if you have any questions, feel free to jump on. But yeah, we're going to have a more sort of extensive AMA when we're all around on the Monday next week. And then also on the Friday, we got one lined up as well. But we thought today we'd just jump in, give a bit of a progress report, take any sort of questions hanging out there, and just check in with you guys, really. Obviously, we've talked a little bit about the exchange roadmap that we set out today. We've talked about further talks with Tech Alchemy and setting up the company and putting a development in, setting aside the correct amount of developers that we need on the front end, the back end of various phases of development. But yeah, it's been an interesting week where there's been a lot of internal management going on in terms of setting up company, the limited company, and where best to do it. And also, of course, Adrian being away for his wedding. So congratulations to Adrian. He did pop in a second ago, which was nice.
Yeah, it's a big day for him today.
I should have gone. I've been working all day. I only got back about, what was it, half an hour ago. Oh.
Do we have any more questions?
Let me just look in Q&A.
Question: is there plans to register as an LLC in the future? Yeah, we're actually planning to incorporate fairly soon. We essentially have to do it before the start of next month, because that's when we've got to pay Tech Alchemy for the developers. Our initial payment will be happening then. So we need to run the money through the company because Adrian doesn't want to run it through his company again, like the first research and development payment.
Yeah, there are multiple avenues that we can take in regards to that. That's something I'm waiting on Adrian coming back for, rather than just making a split decision on that. But yeah, there's certainly a number of things we can do, but also we have to bear in mind that although setting up a business in crypto, you look at things like Binance and how they've done it and how they've set it up. That's not particularly the image we're trying to give off. We're trying to do things as legitimately as possible, and have been from the start. We've been as transparent as possible in regards to the tokenomics and in regards to progression and how we've set this all up. So I think to cut corners on setting up the company and the business to run all the finance through, I don't think that would project well. So that's something we're taking into account as well. But yeah, it's not been finalised. And as I say, Tech Alchemy actually are helping put us into contact with some really good people. So yeah, that's all stuff that's being conducted right now. But yeah, I think unless we have any questions, any further questions, unless anyone wants to jump on, it's been a bit short and sweet, just checking in basically today and just giving you a quick update and just let you know what's going on. As I say, we're going to be back on Monday for a more extensive AMA, and obviously all three of us will be here, and we'll be on cam. I'm not sure why I'm not on cam now. I think it's because Adrian accidentally ended the call.
Yeah,
Let's set it up with cams, and then yeah, well, it's a bit late now, but but yeah. So we've got 2 AMAs coming next week. As I say, one's being hosted by a influencer, and then the second one will just be a regular AMA on Telegram. But yeah, I think that's it for now. If you have any further questions and you haven't been able to ask them here, just put them in QA, and we'll do our best, or general, and we'll do our best to come back to you. Okay, guys.
I just came back and it's ending already. Damn it.
Oh yeah, sorry, just well. I mean, we couldn't see any further questions, and yeah, I think I was just saying, this one's more or less just to check in really and give everyone a quick sort of update. So I think we'll probably end it there, short and sweet,
Gotcha.
and then do a more extensive one, as I say, Monday. But let's say if anyone has any further questions, put them in general, put them in QA, and we'll do our best to come back to you. Okay,
And,
guys?
sorry. I just want to say one thing. If anyone wants to wish Gary on a nice wedding, go ahead and DM him, spam him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Spam him, tag him on
with
Twitter,
emojis.
everything.
All right.
Brilliant.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, guys. Appreciate you coming. Cheers.